Okay, so have you ever felt like you are just constantly fighting a battle with your own brain to stay focused? Well, today we're going to unpack the one core concept that explains exactly why that happens.
I want you to really let that one sink in for a second. This isn't about willpower. It's not about you being a lazy person. Nope, it's just biology.
Right, so think of your brain as this incredibly efficient but also kind of lazy employee. Its main job is to save energy. So whenever it sees a shortcut, any path of least resistance, it is absolutely going to take it. And that right there is the cognitive miser at work.
But here's the promise, okay? We're not just going to sit here and talk about the problem. By the end of this, you are going to have the user manual, the framework, to actually override those automatic settings and take back control of your focus.
So, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this. What is actually going on up there that makes us feel this way? So here's the official definition. But all it really means is your brain is designed to conserve cognitive energy. I mean, it evolved to keep you alive, and that meant not wasting precious calories on thinking too hard about things. It wants the quick, good enough answer. We call these mental shortcuts heuristics. It's like you see a fancy-looking restaurant, you just assume the food is good without checking a single review. Boom, energy saved. You see, our brain really has two different modes. You've got effortful thinking, which is slow, deliberate, and burns a ton of fuel. Think solving a really tough math problem. And then you have mental shortcuts. They're fast, automatic, and super cheap energy-wise. That's scrolling on your phone. Now, which one do you think your inner miser is going to choose every single time? Yeah, exactly.
But, and this is a big but, this amazing drive for efficiency has a dark side. In our world today, that default setting can end up totally sabotaging our goals.
And this brings us to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? The one we all struggle with. You know you should be working on that big project, but man, your thumb just has a mind of its own, swiping through endless feeds. Why does the wrong thing feel so right?
This chart right here explains it all. Your brain is just running a really simple calculation. Deep work, that's a huge upfront cost of energy for a reward that, well, who knows when that's coming? Days? Weeks? Scrolling, though, almost zero effort for an instant little hit of reward. From your brain's cheap point of view, it's not even a contest. And this leads us straight into a trap. We start making snap judgments without really thinking. We fill our to-do list with easy, low-impact stuff, like answering emails just to feel busy, while the one thing that actually matters just sits there. You know that feeling at the end of the day when you're exhausted but feel like you got nothing done? Yeah. That's the feeling of your cognitive miser winning the day. Okay, so that's the bad news. But here comes the good news. We are not slaves to this wiring. We can actually learn to hit the manual override switch. And the solution is a pretty straightforward three-step framework. It really just comes down to awareness, challenge, and reward. So let's break down exactly how you can use this to take the driver's seat back. Step 1 is all about awareness. You literally just have to catch your brain in the act. You know, when you're trying to focus and you feel that little twitch, that urge to just quickly check your phone, that's it. That's your cognitive miser trying to pull a fast one. Just noticing it and even saying to yourself, there it is. That is the first, most powerful move you can make. Next up, step 2, micro-challenge spikes. Think of this like going to the gym for your brain. You wouldn't try to bench press 300 pounds on your first day, right? So, start small. Set a timer for just 5 minutes of uninterrupted work. Read one single page of a hard book. The whole point is to just do these little bursts of effort to show your brain, hey, we can handle this. Over time, these little reps build up your focus muscle. And finally, step 3. This is where you basically hack your own reward system. And I'm not talking about some random reward. It has to be connected. So after you finish a tough 25-minute work session, you give yourself 5 minutes of totally guilt-free scrolling, or you blast your favorite song. What you're doing is actively teaching your brain a new rule. Hey, when we do that hard thing, we get a good thing. Let's do that again. I really want you to let this last idea land. For years, you might have been beating yourself up, calling yourself lazy or undisciplined. You're not. Your brain is just doing its job. It's being efficient. And once you truly get that,